art of living, which has presence in more than 150 countries. They have a team of volunteers, which is one of the biggest in the world among the NGOs. They do yoga, art of living, but they do also social help for people in need. They have been active in the recent crisis also. And just as Guruji also reminded me, when the Ukraine crisis happened, their team was on the ground in Ukraine and in the neighboring countries. And they helped a lot of people, not only Indians, to come out to reach safe destinations. They helped many Indians also, because we had more than 20,000 people there. And they helped them to come back to their houses. And today, in neighboring countries of Ukraine, they host many refugees. So this is one example of the social work they are doing. In India, they have work which touches life of many groups of people. And this is all in addition to their core, which is yoga, meditation, mindfulness. So I will, Guruji, I'm really honored. Me and my wife, we are privileged and honored to welcome you to our residence. And we will be very happy if you could talk to us, tell us something about how to live our life better, and share some things with us. We will be very grateful. Thank you.
Кой му нужда от превод на български език, когато някой да дигне ръка, който има нужда от превод? Няма никакво. Nobody needs translation.
That's good. Let me stand up so that you can. I can see you and you can see me. You know, we convey more through our presence than through our words. Do you see what I'm saying? There are three levels of communication. One is head to head, another is heart to heart. The third one is from the level of vibrations. So, when our mind is free from stress, it can communicate better. You all know that, right? When you are stressed, even our perception gets affected. The way we see things get affected. We become more suspicious when our mind is stressed. So the first and foremost thing is clear the mind of stress. My vision for the world is to see a violence-free, stress-free society. Don't we all want that? We all share that, right? I want to tell you something very alarming. You know, these days, the violence has shot up so much, both domestic violence and societal violence. World Health Organization is saying domestic violence after COVID has increased 3 times. So, the mankind is swinging in 2 extremes. One is violence, another is depression and suicidal tendencies. Just now while coming here, I read an article saying the most sold drug in Europe in the past year is of depression. It never has been sold so many that it has multiplied some 10 times. So on one side, there is depression and suicidal tendencies. On the other side, there is aggression and societal violence. Nobody wants to listen to anybody. Everybody wants to say and shout and yell, and there is no patience at all. We don't want to pass on this type of world for the coming generation. Do you all agree with me?
Yes.
Yeah? What type of world we want to give it to our children? Something must be better than what we inherited. when you were all young, have you heard about so much depression cases?
No.
No. We were not economically so vibrant, technologically we were not so advanced. At least people had the patience. Yes? Isn't it? But today, with no patience, we find ourselves in a big soup, big mess. And that is where the breathing techniques come to help. I was touring about 40 cities in the United States of America. After that, I went to South America, about 8 countries, and then I'm back here in Europe. You know what they said? This year alone, 400 doctors commit suicide in America. These people who are supposed to save your lives are taking their life away. Psychiatrists have failed and they are desperate. They have become patients. Doctors who were psychiatrists have become patients now. So just popping a pill is not the solution. On the contrary, our programs have been acknowledged by the scientists today. I addressed a group of scientists, 5,000 scientists conference in Florida, and they all found that the breathing and meditation is so useful. It just helps you to snap out of your depression. And on the other side, of course, the aggressive behavior. 300 cases of mass shooting in America. This makes you wonder, are we in a barbaric age? You see that happening in Denmark, you see that happening in Norway. We've never had such incidences. So we have to save our world from such heinous crimes. Now people are scared to send their children to school in America. They're scared to go to shopping mall. They're scared to go to gas station and stuff. Everything people are trying to do online. Online education, online. We can't live in isolation. We need a better world. For that, yoga, meditation, and breathing technique, exercises are like magic. So today, 101 university in America alone has made this program part of their curriculum. That is, they will get credit in the university campus when they do the breathing and art of breathing workshop. You have many examples right here in this country. Why to go so far in America? In Bulgaria, we have thousands of young people. I was here in 2000, year 2000, and then I addressed a large gathering, and people still remember and they still send messages how much their life was transformed, changed. Just doing little bit things, simple things, doing some breathing, meditation, putting their mind into a bigger perspective about life, you get empowered to find happiness from within, peace from within. And this is what I continue to spread in the world. I stand for peace. Why? Because that is the most needed today. When there is economic depression, when there is mental depression, and there is issues with many other, geopolitical conditions. So it is time for us to remind ourselves a bigger vision. Bigger vision, see life with 3 C's. The first C is see life from a bigger context. See, we are all here in the world today. How long are we going to be here? Another 30 years? 40 years? 50 years? How fast the time has passed. See, Just think about your age. If you are 40-year-old now, 40 years have just gone like that. Another 40 years to pass doesn't take much time. And one day we'll all be under the ground. Half the time we spend in sleeping. Maybe a quarter of the time we spend in traffic. Rest of the time we spend eating, sleeping, eating and doing other things. So seeing life from a bigger context. What do we want to leave behind? How do we want to manage our time better? Is it worth sitting and worrying and being tensed about something? Or should we focus our energy on something better? This is the number one. Context to life. Second is commitment. What are we committed in life? Of course, we are all committed to ourselves, you can say. Now, what is your commitment? Are you committed to a cause? Are you committed to bring more comfort and happiness to people around you? Or the society? That makes a difference, okay? I am here committed to my nation. I am committed to my people. This is the second C. So when you keep your commitment of the nation, of the people, at the highest priority, everything else will fall in place. But if we keep our party or anything else first, ourselves first, then you will see everything becomes topsy-turvy. The third one is compassion. Are you compassionate with yourself? How much are you compassionate for your own body? How much are you taking care of your time? Are you sleeping well? Are you eating well? Are you compassionate about your body? And are you compassionate to people all around? If these three, if we attend to, I think we can make a big difference in the society. What do you say?
Yes.
We spread more smiles than frown. You know, when you frown, you use 72 muscles in your face. But when you smile, only 4 muscles are used. So, we make our smiles cheaper and frowns expensive. Otherwise, we are doing the other way around. We have our smiles very expensive. We don't smile so easily. But we frown very often. So this change in our own attitude is art of life. It makes you vibrant with positive energy. The other day, a Norwegian diplomat came and asked me, Gurudev, what do you say to people who are two groups who are in conflict? We sit with them and they argue, but nothing comes out of it. So I told him, okay, everybody has their own grievances, their own problem. In two parties there is a fight. You say, okay, this is the problem, we understand. What is your solution? You give me. If you keep discussing the problem, it becomes no end, nothing comes out of it. But you ask both the group, okay, what is your solution? And the second group, what is your solution? Then you sit and match the solution. If there are 10 solutions you match, of the 10 solutions, you may find 5 will match immediately. 6 will match immediately. Another 4, you keep it on the back burner. Yeah, okay, we will work towards it. Instead of discussing the problem, if you be part of the solution, you can resolve any conflict. Otherwise, when you discuss problem, what happens? It's only acquisition and counter-acquisition, and everyone wants to be right in their own way, and they keep proving that I am right, you are wrong. Instead, you discuss the solution. Keep aside the problem, but only discuss solutions. It will make a very big difference. And he said, Gurudev, this is so brilliant. This is exactly what we need in all our conflict resolutions. So I know this country is going through a big turmoil, and I think I'm in the right place. So somehow I land up wherever there is turmoil, there is issues. I'm sure, I want to assure you, you'll come out of this turmoil much stronger, much better, and more prosperous. Let me wish you all the best in life and best for the country.
Thank you.
And Deputy Foreign Minister, Mrs. Sofia. Hello. Mr. Lakshman Bihar. Namaste. We are very happy that you could come. Everybody is looking forward to do some meditation. Please come. Hello. These are all people who support us from the government. Tanya is from the Ministry of Finance. Diplomatic.
And I'm following you in internet, and the art of living is important organization on internet, and you know that social network is very important. So it's my pleasure and honor.
Madam Johanna Dinkova is former Deputy Foreign Minister. Yeah. Madam, please, you can come here. Yes, yeah. Come.
I heard this is a very important time here in Bulgaria.
It is a dynamic time. Time of change.
Zagadam se grije. Zapojanje.
How do you feel now today?
Yes.